ocean is big, and to help protect it, we're all going to need to help out. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to live near the ocean or even become a marine biologist to make a difference. We all have the capability to help, no matter where you live, how much free time you have, or what your profession may be. You can help save the ocean right from your home.
Making big difference can start from the small unit of the community, which is the family that drives it.
Here are some of ways that can help save the ocean. Firstly, sign petitions and take actions. We have petitions and petitions and petitions, and they do make a difference. Presently, our petitions connect you with your representative and help you find what you want to say, so that we can voice our support for the ocean together.
Second, recycle with care. It is so important that we recycle and organize our trash. Waste management trucks pick up recyclables that then head to a materials recovery facility where workers hand sort the materials. Certain items like dirty aluminum cans or greasy pizza bags can contaminate entire batches of recycling. Items that are fit for recycling move on to other facilities, while the rest have no option but the landfill.
Third is stop using plastic bags, plastic straws, and other single-use plastics. Every year, 8 million metric tons of plastics enter our ocean on the top of estimated 150 million metric tons that currently circulate our marine environments. Even recycling centers have trouble with plastic bags. They can wrap around and jam equipment, contaminate beaches, and blow off landfill, winding up in our ocean and waterways. From skipping the straws to switching reusable shopping bags, there's so much we can do to reduce the flow of trash into our ocean.
Fourth, educate yourself and others. By learning more about what is going on with our ocean and reading news. If we don't know what is going on in our ocean, how can we help it? Learn about the Arctic carbon emissions and overfishing with our ocean acidification, ocean planning, and sustainable fisheries program.
Fifth, volunteer. The best thing about volunteering is that you can define it however you want. The only part that matters is putting in the time to show your support.
And lastly, donate. When you can, it's important to make donation to charities that are working towards solutions. Even if you are unable to do something as simple as setting up a Facebook fundraiser, makes all difference in supporting the cause. Give today and make a difference for the future of our oceans.
Life began in the ocean, and today, all life continues to depend on a healthy ocean to survive.
That's why it's important for all of us to work together in supporting and maintaining our ocean.
Today, let us go hand in hand and be part in the celebration of DENR Year's International Coastal Cleanup with theme
Safe Oceans Start at Home.
Man doesn't treat the oceans with respect, man become extinct. Nowadays, marine pollution has been one of the most intriguing problems we are facing today. When chemicals, particles, industrial, agricultural, and household waste, noise, or the proliferation of invading creatures find their way into the ocean, they cause pollution into the ocean. What is the source of this pollution? What happens to it? Some of the debris is swept in by the waves and tides and ends up on our beaches. Some garbage sinks, while others is mistaken for food by marine animals and accumulates in ocean gyres. We are slowly pulling ourselves towards our own death, caused by our own greed. The last tree has been cut down, and the last fish has been caught, and the last river has been poisoned. Only then will we realize that one cannot eat money.
But wait, don't worry. We are here to help. There is still hope.
Yes! There is something we can do.
I'm Lady Dominic Pidanao.
I'm Gideon C. Dalanan.
And I'm Abdallah Jibril Yun.
And we are from Federico A. Stipono Memorial High School. And today, we are here to save our marine lives.
Let's reduce marine pollution.
Let's save our only home.
Let's get started.
Man-made pollution is one of the most serious threats to our ocean. Discarded plastics and other household garbage, as well as pesticides and industrial chemical in discharge, eventually find their way into the sea, wreaking havoc on marine life and the environments that they rely on. Accidents involving ships and oil spills add further pollutants to the mix.
Proper waste disposal should be taught in the household. Segregation of garbage should start at home. You see, if every one of us is taught how to segregate garbage at a young age, maybe pollution will not much be a problem to us. If everyone knew how much help they could provide if they managed to segregate their garbage properly, pollution and other related problems will dramatically decrease.
Precise! If we don't act now, death will not just be inevitable, also it will be catastrophic. Proper waste disposal is one of our ways of giving you ideas on how to reduce marine pollution.
That's right! Proper waste disposal helps to enhance air and water quality while also lowering the greenhouse gas emission. It aids in the reduction of resource extraction as well as pollution and energy consumption connected with the production of new materials.
Good job. Also, bringing your own trash bags can help you throw your garbage properly. As you bring foods and plastic bottles in the seaside, you can immediately throw your garbage. Did you know that many types of garbage take too long to disintegrate, including plastic waste? In landfills, plastic goods might take up to 1,000 years to disintegrate. However, common plastic goods take 10 to 20 years to disintegrate, and plastic materials take 450 years.
That's a wonderful idea. But what about the plastics? And how about the garbage?
When it comes to reducing garbage, we can lessen the production of garbage by conducting or go with an organization that is conducting coastal cleanups and different types of programs to help clean the environment. You are not just helping the community, you are contributing a massive impact on our ocean life.
But what can we do with the plastic?
Well, you can use the 3 R's, which are the reuse, reduce, and recycle. If you already bought plastics in the first place, you can reuse it by not throwing it in the garbage and just use it again like using it as an improvised piggy bank.
Here are some tips on how to segregate garbage at home.
For kitchen waste, such as leftovers and fruit peels, provide a drum, container, or a bin in which such garbage can be deposited. In order for it to be turned into rich organic compost, you have a choice of composting methods. Vermicomposting and aerobic composting are some examples.
For dry waste such as paper towels, etc., maintain a recyclable bin and give it away once or twice a week, as dry garbage accounts for just 30 to 40% of total household waste.
And for the sanitary waste like diapers, since not every city or village in the Philippines is equipped with facilities to treat the waste scientifically, the best ways to dispose them is to wrap it in a newspaper and mark it with a red dot for easy identification.
The biggest threat is not climate change nor marine pollution. It's the mankind. Earth is our only home. So let's make a change. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says impossible.
Be the change you wish to see in the world. Start from the garbage. A simple act can cause a big change.
I hope you learned something from us today. Together, let's build a better future for future generations.
Let's all be safe and put a smile on our faces.
That's all for today. I'm Gideon Sensi Dalanan,
I'm Abdallah Jibril,
And I'm Lady Dominic Bidanao.
reminding you all that life is like an ocean. It can be calm or still, rough or rugged, but in the end, it is always beautiful.
See you next time.
Philippines has been home for 7,640 islands,
And we believe there are still hidden treasures that are yet to be discovered, making the country's name to be listed in almost everyone's bucket list because of its majestic and enticing bodies of water.
going north, south, east, or west. You will uncover a place where you may experience the tranquil embrace of the wind,
The warm feeling of fine sand on your skin, the soothing sound of the waves, and the stunning beauty of the horizon as the sun rises and sets. Dive deep into the oceans of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and you will be amazed as fishes welcome you in their underwater world.
Do you still want these kinds of gifts as time passes? Or have you imagined yourself living in a more modern life, complete with towering skyscrapers, machine-dependent operations, artificial intelligence, and other scientific and technology-based innovations? If you did, then there's nothing wrong with it.
However, while we have been too concerned about developing the economy and other sectors for decades, we have grown blind and deaf to the pleas of our very own oceans. We are busy crafting the future, but the concern is, do we still have something to look forward to if we keep denying the oceans the time to heal and breathe? I'm afraid to say, humans have abused the freedom and power they have over the environment. Wastes are being thrown anywhere, which blocks the water drainage, streams, and then dirtying the oceans, causing the water to turn to darken and be polluted. It has already been years of admonition. We cannot say that people are just uneducated, but rather irresponsible, for they do not care about the consequence of their actions.
Water pollution caused by waste from the city, factories, mining sites, and others contribute to the problems our nation is already facing. It destroys the habitats of thousands of species living underwater, which may lead to extinction. Polluted oceans and coastal areas bring diseases to people, especially to those who live near the coast. And these are worse to see and hear along with our falling economy.
When are we going to stop being this way?
when will we recognize the significance of conserving the gifts of nature, our oceans, for example? Now is the perfect time.
Not tomorrow,
Not in the future.
but now. In this time of pandemic, even though we have limitations, our duty to take care of our ocean does not stop. As we limit ourselves from going outside, let us use the situation to make safe oceans at home. Practicing proper waste management and the 3 R's will be a big help to prevent the waste from bulking up in our waters.
Parents indeed have an important role in developing the characters of their children. Education starts at home, and they are our very first teacher. Educating children on ways to conserve the environment, not just the bodies of water, but our land, air, and other natural gifts as well, will really be a big help for our degrading world.
As we recognize Coastal Cleanup Month, it is time to wake up, to open our eyes and ears to the needs of our oceans. Things are growing worse, not better, as we spend our minutes, hours, days, months, or even years doing nothing. Our national hero, Dr. Jose P. Rizal, once said, "Ang kabataan ng pag-asa ng bayan," and I feel what he said still applies in our current generation.
We can push people to learn proper waste disposal and segregation at home. We can simply participate in the cleanup drives that will be conducted by the barangays, following the health protocols. We can warn them that if they do not compromise today, they will have no tomorrow to look forward to. Our fight for safe oceans will just begin here.
Always keep in your minds that our own little ways, taking one step at a time, will pave into something bigger. It doesn't matter if we are starting small. The important thing is we have the heart to make our oceans, our nature, be at its best again.
Hirap na ang mapururusan kita.
Do not just wait for the change. Be the change.
Let us join our hands and hearts, and together we will make a difference.
By any chance, are you sure this is the beach?
Yes, I am.
But it doesn't look like one.
Hi, I am Ocean. Yes, it's me. Don't you recognize me? Are you sure?
Well, this is what I looked like when I was younger.
Pristine, clean, and crystal clear. And because of these attributes, human beings adored me. They swim and enjoy the water. They catch fishes and sea creatures for them to eat. They go to the beach where they stay and play. Little by little, their numbers grew. Hence, more people have enjoyed my wonders and my beauty. That's when I thought I was appreciated and loved seriously. So I gave them more. In return, they also gave me more. They left their waste and garbage floating on the water. They polluted my water with sewage and other decaying matter. They did things like overfishing, killing an extravagant volume of fishes. And they ruined my corals, my beautiful corals, the home of the marine organisms, including those teeny-weeny planktons to those big fishes and creatures. It seems familiar, huh? It turns out I was all wrong. But wait, there's more. According to fairplanet.org, here are the top 10 most collected items that pollute the ocean: cigarettes, food wrappers or containers, beverage bottles, plastic bags, cups or lids, cups, plates, forks, knives and spoons, straws or stirrers, glass beverage bottles, beverage cans, and paper bags. I am not what I used to be before. I used to be so beautiful. Now look at me. So now, don't you still recognize me?
Sorry to hear about that.
We are entirely sorry.
But don't you worry, because we are here to help. Right, buddy?
Yes, buddy.
Thank you for your help.
Well, actually, we are not the only ones that take part in cleaning up the ocean.
For the past years, there have been lots of projects and programs that have already been done in practice.
First is the Seabin project.
The Seabin project develops upstream solutions for water waste adjacent to high population areas, such as marinas, ports, and public waterways. This is a frontline approach. If you can capture the debris deposited into the water at its most common source or near land, less garbage will work its way out into the oceans.
Mr. Trash Wheel is one of the pioneers, collecting over 3 million pounds of trash in Baltimore, Maryland. Since its installation, Mr. Trash Wheel has intercepted over 3 million pounds of trash, making the harbor not only cleaner and more beautiful, but also a nicer home for local wildlife as well as waterfront businesses.
Another way is by planting mangroves. Mangroves are the first line of defense for coastal communities. They stabilize shorelines by slowing erosion and provide natural barriers protecting coastal communities from increased storm surge, flooding, and hurricane. They also serve as habitat for different species. Some of the renowned mangrove plantations are the Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park, formerly known as LPPC-HEA, Batasan Island's 54-hectare mangrove plantation in town of Tubico, which is recently featured in different social media platforms, and Masbate's very own Mangrovico.
Here are simple ways to help our ocean.
Around home, conserve water, reduce pollutants, reduce waste.
On the water, fish responsibly. Practice safe boating. Respect habitat.
Anytime, anywhere. Volunteer. Volunteer for cleanups at the beach and in your community. You can get involved in protecting your watershed too.
Keep in mind that our responsibility in taking care of ocean is equal to how deep and how wide it is.
So now, we should take part in saving and protecting our ocean, even in our home.
Saving our ocean will be beneficial, not only for ourselves,
But for the whole world.
On behalf of Dr. Manuel Luis F. Teodoro, EPS1 Science, may I read to you his message. To our dynamic Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Nene Rizal Merioles Sasupayb, to equally brilliant Assistant Schools Division Superintendents, Sir Fernando Macaraeg and Sir Joel L. Caulboy, CID Chief Ma'am Dorothy L. Daniel, SGOD Chief Mr. Mark H. Rupa, Public Schools District Supervisors, School Heads, Teachers, Students, Parents, good day. The August month episode was all about coast cleanup. This year's coastal cleanup met with an unprecedented situation due to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, this global pandemic never stops us from doing our share in protecting our oceans because we believe that safe oceans start at home. While our health and safety are of utmost focus in this current situation, we cannot neglect the efforts to manifest your continued support by submitting your quality video entries that made this August episode a successful one. We can still do something of an impact on the safety of our homes. Together, with the support and guidance of your parents and teachers, I encourage our dear Mas Bateño learners to be vigilant and aware of the endeavors that we can contribute to a better and safer oceans. To all of us, congratulations and God bless us all.